to talk about, and I don't think you'll find it's funny. And this isn't a joke about my ADHD or whatever people's opinions are. I'm trying to incorporate the beauty of life into what human beings have done, and to not only tear this planet apart, but to tear other people apart. And Diana, the Princess of Wales, famously said in her interview, which I do not know why it was taken off or scrubbed off YouTube, she made that choice, and she might have been manipulated, but she made the choice. And at the end of the day, you can't blame everybody for your problems. We all contribute to our problems. William and Harry didn't contribute to their mother's problems because she's a mom. But here's the thing, she famously said, there's no better way to dismantle a personality than by isolating it. And this was in 1997. That is 26 and a half years ago. Okay? And why am I bringing this up? The place that I love to live, that enables me to live by the lake, to enjoy the sun, to enjoy the pool and the amenities, my dog is being taken away from me because the board of directors and the shareholders in the building, I don't know if it's they don't like me or if it's the dog, but they evicted my dog. And it's wrong. And you know, we're the slave. Listen to this. Okay. For those of you that don't know your history, I am so sorry that you don't know your history. And I was honestly one of the worst for understanding history. And I've taken the time as an adult now to understand, because what goes on in the world and what goes on in the news when you're in your 30s, sometimes you don't care, but it also depends on your education. However, my dog is being taken away because of the laws. Are those laws right? No. Were the laws back in the Holocaust that Hitler wrote, the laws of the time? They were wrong, obviously, but they were legal. You all know what the surgeon did to me, it wasn't just done to me. I've heard him once admit he made a mistake, and I met 2 other people that found out that Michael Corcola two other people had to have corrective surgeries by this surgeon. Not by him, but by other doctors, because he messed up the surgeries. So I've experienced that. I've experienced prejudice with the dog. And then I think to myself, but wait, what am I doing to add to the negativity? What am I doing wrong? Negative things don't happen to you if you're a positive person. You don't think. They say you create your own reality, but what did I do? What am I not seeing? From Cold Mountain, when Nicole Kidman looks in the well, and she has a foreboding about her lover. Cold Mountain. Read the book, then watch the movie. I just don't understand why people are cruel. That movie that came out, The Sound of Freedom, look at what those children went through. So I'm complaining about losing an animal, but I'm not losing her. It's temporary, but it doesn't stop the pain. So there won't be Sophie on my channel anymore, but I'll figure out something, because nothing can separate Sophie and I. I cannot explain the love between an animal and the owner. Not an owner, she's my pal. I didn't even pay for Sophie. I refuse to pay for animals. I didn't want a dog. She found me. And then when I broke my leg, She saved me. I wouldn't be able to walk up these if it wasn't for her. And I mean her, and only her. And good doctors that were taking care of me. I'm just saying, things are not just, things are wrong. And I've almost lost my fight. And I want to get it back. But I don't want to be bitter. It's the worst way to be. Any advice? I would love it. And I am not a freaking victim. We will survive this. I'll survive the loneliness without Sophie Ann, but it's temporary. At least she's going to be hopefully with my mom or my girlfriend. And where I was going to move, I can't bring Sophie there. The lady that, my dear friend, I mean, we care about each other very, very much. But the thing is that her lifestyle isn't in accordance with mine in terms of the dog, because she's so tidy. She's a very sensitive system. She's a vegan, you know. You want to talk about somebody that can talk and knows what she's talking about? It is Karen. And, oh, battery's running low. Okay, I'm going to upload this. I really hope my message got across that laws can be unlawful. In looking back at that Oprah Winfrey interview with Marian Hagen, I am telling you, or Hagen and whatever they are, the two people, I think their global humiliation has gone on long enough. I think it's time for people to move forward from that and start, I was going to say start smoking positivity. You know, everybody just needs to start smoking some positivity. On that note, it is a beautiful world. What a wonderful world. That's as happy as I could sing it. Hey, and for all you subscribers, gosh darn it, send me your questions. How am I supposed to do a YouTube channel with reading tarot cards, which I am passionate about? I just don't want people to think that, like, I'm a crazy occult person. When people tell you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Trust me, Megan exposed who she was 1,000 times. We all do. But this global picking on each other has got to stop. Russell Brand has it right. Joe Rogan, I don't know. Hey, but I don't have 11.5 million followers, and I'm not making the money he's making, so who am I to criticize that gentleman? Seriously. All right. That's my rant for the day, and I always like to be transparent. And so I hope that you can pin together me body language. Am I telling the truth? Am I deflecting with humor because I'm sad? Laws are unlawful. What do you do? I need advice, and I don't want to be an angry, bitter person because of the violation with the surgeon, the violation here. There are violations in other places that I am not repeating. And women and men have been violated. It's not just women. And women can be god darn horrible. And so can men. I better shut up. I'll see you later, y'all. I'll be back with Sophie. I promise nobody is going to rip that baby out of my arms. She's with my mom. It's just, I'm forever grateful about that, because could you imagine that movie, The Sound of Freedom, where people lose their children? And it's all true. And Oprah Winfrey, oh, I have to do an entire video on that with the slicing and the splicing and the editing and the pictures to make it stand out. Because I do not stand out alone, so I need help. Like, some people just have that X factor. Some people don't. Okay, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go now. Bye, everybody.